Colorado.
Good morning and welcome to your Saturday edition of Good Morning Vail. We love getting to be here each and every morning to bring you some local content and information about what's happening in our community because there's always a ton of fun things taking place. I'm your in-studio host today, Maddie Evans, and we've got a great show in store for you for your Saturday, May 27th edition. Now we've got some great national holidays to celebrate today. The first one being National Grape Popsicle Day. So if you love the grape popsicle, when you buy the variety pack at home, well then today's a great day to enjoy a couple of those. It's also Nothing to Fear Day. So if there's anything that may be holding you back or maybe you're slightly scared of, well, today is not the day to fear it, and today's the day to conquer your fear with the utmost confidence. And I'm standing here in my superhero pose in hopes that I'm doing just that. It's also Sunscreen Protection Day, and it is really important if you're making your way outside to do any of the fun activities taking place in and around our community that you are layering up with sunscreen. Since we are at such a high elevation, it is really easy to get sunburned here, and we're going to take a look at that local weather forecast here in just a little bit. But for the next 2 hours of Good Morning Vail, not only are we going to take a look at that weather forecast, but we've got the Vail Valley Academy of Dance giving us some great information about their upcoming performance at the Villar Performing Arts Center. Then we're going to introduce you to Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. We're going to make some edible crafts. We're going to introduce you to CC Zach, the host of Good Day Vail, and see some of her better segments, or the best of CC Zach, I should say. Then we're going to show you Adventures in Coaching, which is a really great way to not only personally but professionally grow throughout your time. So make sure that you check that out. And Kim Smith does such a good job at walking us through all of these wonderful pieces of information that really get your brain thinking. We're also going to introduce you to Vail Vibes, a new segment here helping you plan your weekends. That way you're doing the most fun things possible. We're also going to introduce you to Belle Humbert, who is the recruiter guy. That way if you're looking for a new career, or if you're a company looking to start recruiting people in, well then he's got an incredible reputation when it comes to talent attraction. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that as well. Now we've got some wonderful things taking place in and around our community for you to get out there and enjoy. The first one is up at Beaver Creek. Kicking off last night was Blues, Brews, and Barbecues. Now this is a great tradition that's been taking place since 2004, so it's been around for quite some time. They took a year off during COVID, but we're really excited to have this wonderful event back, only because who doesn't love some good music, some good beer, and some delicious food? So you can go to beavercreek.com/events to see the full lineup in music and to get some more information about all the wonderful activities taking place up there. Now if you do go up there to participate in the fun, make sure that you stop by the stage and you say hi to the one and only Mark Sassy, as he's going to be up there emceeing the entire fun event, and especially because there's a lot going on up there. Now, I'm running out of breath. Something else we want to mention is the Vail Comedy Festival. Now, this is a great way to get out, participate, and get some belly laughs in. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm getting summer body ready, and this is a great way to do so just because laughing burns quite a few calories. Now, you can still go online and buy some tickets to all of the fun events and activities. There's a lot of shows happening. There's 31 comedians. There's 7 to 8 different venues, and it's 3 days of nonstop laughter. So it kicked off yesterday. So make sure that if you are interested in participating in any of the fun events, that you go online and you buy your tickets while you still can. That way you can make your way around Vail Village and partake in all of the fun. Now, something else that we're really looking forward to is the GoPro Mountain Games, and it's right around the corner as our countdown is on. There are so many wonderful events and activities that take place with the GoPro Mountain Games, and so we're excited to have them back into our wonderful area and just have all of these incredible athletes and all these great bands and everything that takes place with the GoPro Mountain Games. So you can go to summer.mountaingames.com for more information on what's going on over there. Now we have a very busy summer, and these are the official kickoff events to summer. So up in Beaver Creek with Blues, Brews, and Barbecues. But then in Vail, the GoPro Mountain Games are the official kickoff to summer. So that means that summer is here, which is really exciting because we love everything that takes place, and especially things like Avon Live with the music or Hot Summer Nights at the Ford Amphitheater. So make sure that you partake in all of the fun. We're going to take a look at that local weather forecast right now.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Hi, it's Maddie from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you" on Channel 92? Because we're always bringing you more Good Morning Vail every day from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More scoreboard updates every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. More Good Day Vail, 2 back-to-back episodes daily at 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. More news segments and shows highlighting our local community. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or on our website at tv8vail.com. Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Something that we've been talking about all morning is having the Vail Valley Academy of Dance joining me on the couch. And so I've got Lily, Reese, and Ryan joining me. Thank you guys all so much for being here this morning.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
We love you guys, and we love when you come in, and sometimes we're lucky enough to get like little sneak peeks of the performances. Now I think because there's only 2 of you, and of course, Ryan, you're here, which is always fabulous to have you in the studio. I don't think we're going to get a sneak peek, but I think that we can do a lot of chatting.
Yeah.
Now, Ryan, as one of the owners of the Vail Valley Academy of Dance, can you give us some more information about what you guys do here in our community?
Sure, absolutely. Well, the studio's been in operation since 1989, so we've got a long history of providing performance art to the Valley, which we're enormously proud of, and the dancers put in a lot of time and energy and dedication to make the performances work. So we do several different shows over the course of the year, and this is our season-ending show. We operate basically like the schools do with our season. So end of May, our season's over. We've got some seniors graduating, the 2 of which are sitting here with me, and they put in an enormous amount of time and enormous amount of work to make this production happen, and we're very proud of them. So.
Now, we haven't said what the production is, but I just am letting people figure that out in their brains for a second, as we've got some of the incredible costumes joining me on the couch. Now, if people are interested in seeing the production of Alice in Wonderland, then when can they see it?
Alice in Wonderland is Saturday the 3rd, which is at 6:30 p.m., and then we have Sunday on the 4th of June, which is a matinee at 1 p.m. Family-friendly show. There are tickets still available, but they are selling fast.
And where are people going to be able to come see it?
The ValarPack.org is where you get your tickets at. It is at the Valar Performing Arts Center, which is a beautiful theater in Beaver Creek.
And for people who have not come to one of their incredible productions, you are severely missing out, because I think that I've come to so many of the Nutcrackers that I then now get to know all of the incredible dancers, because I've had both of you on this couch with me before.
Yes.
Twice. Now let's talk about how long you guys have been dancing for.
Me and Reese were some of the youngest at the studio, actually. We were both there when we were 3 years old. So we've been together for a long time. We've had a lot of shows together, and it's sad that it's our last one, but exciting.
Which means that you guys have not only formed this dance sisterhood, but you guys have been basically shaped into being best friends throughout your entire life.
Yeah. Yep.
Which is so incredible, and that's one of the things that I love about the Vail Valley Academy of Dance. Is every time I get to talk to anyone about it, they're like, you start as someone who's aspiring to be a dancer, but you leave with a group of family members. You expand your family, almost triple it, double it, depending on how big your family is. You know.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Now, how long have you guys been in rehearsals for Alice in Wonderland?
Ever since second semester started.
Wow.
Yeah, after Christmas break.
Wow, so you guys have put in a lot of time, a lot of work. How many hours would you say you've put into it?
In our dance classes every week. So, which is, I don't know how many hours
A lot.
total. A lot.
It's almost like a full-time job. You
Yeah.
guys are dedicated dancers. Now, since you guys are both seniors and you're about to head off to college, are you going to continue to dance through college?
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I don't have any set program right now, but I'll always be dancing. And I mean, I'm figuring it out right now, but
Which is so exciting, because you're at that time of your life where you do get to figure it out, and you've got such incredible mentors that have guided you this far, from everyone at the Vail Valley Academy of Dance, Ryan himself, and then the sisterhood and the relationships that you've created within.
Yeah.
What's been the biggest challenge learning Alice in Wonderland?
Just because before we were actually cast, we had to learn every single part
Man.
and dance and kind of audition every single day, I guess. And that was really hard, just to remember everything.
Right.
But I think it was really cool just to see what everyone kind of shined in themselves.
Right. And what a unique experience as you're kind of making your way through and you find that role that you end up being most comfortable in, and they can see your confidence radiating through. And so congratulations on being cast in the wonderful production of Alice in Wonderland. I cannot wait. I'm going to, now I have to come and see it, because I really love what you guys do, and it's so fun. And my goal is always to be the one in the rows yelling the loudest, so that you know I'm there and you're like, oh, she came. You know?
Yeah.
yes. So
Now, how many productions have you guys been in?
A lot. A lot.
3 or 4 a year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does it ever get hard in your brain to keep everything separate?
would say for showcase sometimes,
Oh,
for
yeah.
one of the shows. That's student choreography. But for this stuff,
No.
I mean, you're in the whole show.
Yeah, I mean, it's been hard. I forget sometimes. But like the music is really helpful to remember.
Right.
Like for me, like memory is just like attached to music. And so if I didn't have that, I wouldn't remember like the steps.
Which I think is so cool, and it's such a different way of having your brain process through things, and a lot of us don't have that ability in our lives. I can trip walking, so like, you know, some of us just weren't born gifted like you guys. Now, if there are young dancers at home watching, and they aspire to be you guys when they're seniors in high school, and you have to give them one piece of advice, what would you say to them?
Push through. And sometimes it can be hard. And it's obvious, yeah, it's a tough thing sometimes, but it's so worth it in the end. And just work hard and keep smiling and keep going.
I would say stay true to yourself, because ballet, you kind of are told to like fit a mold by like society and the world, but you actually like shine the brightest when you're yourself and you're a dancer.
Which is really cool, and it's cool to hear you guys as you've made your life through this aspect and through this hobby. Now, if someone is watching at home and they've got a kid who's like, I want to do that, how can they get in contact with you guys to become part of the fabulous Vail Valley Dance Academy?
Well, we have an amazing website, and you know you can get all the information. There's enrollments. You can set up for classes. We offer a wide range of different types of dance. Not just ballet, we do jazz and tap and modern and all kinds of different strength and training. We also offer adult classes, so everywhere from age 3 to age 90, we can get you into a class. vvad.net is our website, and it's very easy to navigate. And we just started doing all kinds of adult classes as well, I talked about. So 3 to 95 or 3 to 100, however old you are, you can come in and get classes.
Which I think is so cool, and especially because we're always lacking little things like that for the adults to participate in, because we have such an outgoing and outdoor community, and that's what people really like to focus on. But how unique of an opportunity for people to come and spend some time with the best of the best here and take some dance classes.
Absolutely.
I think that I might have to do it.
You should, yeah,
We're
absolutely.
gonna talk after this interview. I cannot wait to see. So let's talk about it one more time. When are the show times for people to come and enjoy the show?
June 3rd at 6:30 p.m. is the evening show. That's the Saturday night show. And then Sunday, the matinee at 1 p.m., and that's June 4th. Both shows very family friendly. It's Alice in Wonderland. This is our first year doing this show, so we have a whole bunch of tricks planned for the audience. It's going to be amazing show. So.
And people can go to the Valar Performing Arts Center website, which is valarpac.org, to buy their tickets to come and see you guys, and that way they can have a ton of fun. And now I have to go, because any surprises you guys are throwing, I want to be there for.
We've got it. It's going to be an amazing show, and these two, with all the rest of the cast, are amazing dancers. It's going to be quite the spectacle. So.
Well, you guys always do such a good job, and every show that I've ever been to that you guys have brought to life has been beautiful, and honestly one of those moments where I'm in awe of all of you dancers, because some of it seems like it's pretty hard.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Well, I want to thank you guys all so much for being here, giving me all this great information, and spending some time with me on the couch.
Of course.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Make sure that you check out the Vail Valley Academy of Dance. That way, if you are interested in taking a dance class yourself, you can do so, whether you're an adult or a child. But then, of course, you can come support these wonderful dancers in their last hurrah, since they're seniors and they're going to be moving on. So make sure that you go to valarpac.org to buy your tickets to Alice in Wonderland. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
It's time to talk Sun and Ski Sports Product of the Week. Now, a sport that's been sweeping the nation is pickleball. And if you're getting into the sport and you want to elevate your game, well, then this is the paddle for you. This is the Paddle Tech Tempest Wave Pro. This one comes with some nice accuracy, some power, and some forgiveness, making your swing game that much better. It also has a large, consistent sweet spot, and that's due to its even balanced weight distribution, weighing in at an average of 7.8 ounces. This is something you're not going to want to miss out on. Now, you can find out more at their website, and you can also stop into their stores. Now, this is going to be nice with increased maneuverability and reaction time for the highest level of play. Now, we've got some great places for you to get out and enjoy some pickleball, so if you're looking to elevate your game, then this is the piece of equipment that you want. That lightweight and durability is going to be the perfect way to help you make your game better. Now, like I said, you can check out sunandski.com for some more information on this wonderful paddle, or you can stop by any one of their convenient locations. That way you can get your hands on it yourself and see how it feels in your hands, because it's going to be nice and lightweight. So make sure that you stop by Sun and Ski Sports to get your hands on this wonderful paddle. We want to thank them for bringing you this product of the week. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more.
Knapp Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Knapp Nectar Hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day off than with the Good Morning Vail crew. You asked for more, and TV8 delivered. Good Morning Vail is here for you with your local news, sports, weather, and community events every morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. No matter the season, we give you a reason to watch, so grab your coffee and join the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. And remember, there's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Something that we love here is Glitz and Glam with Gretchen, only because she does such a good job at taking you to all of these very unique places throughout our community. We also love to see local businesses grow and thrive, and Rome and Eagle has done just that. Now, she had a chance to sit down and chat with them about their incredible and unique success stories. So let's introduce you to Gretchen with Glitz and Glam.
Welcome to the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. I'm your host, Gretchen Pleshaw, here in beautiful Eagle, Colorado at the gorgeous restaurant Rome. I'm here with Adrienne, the owner and cook of the beautiful Rome in Eagle, Colorado, and she's such a stunning human being. I love your space. I feel honored to be here. I feel like I've known you through lifetimes at this point.
Likewise.
Thank you. And I'm so impressed with your space, and I heard the food even elevates it more. How are you doing, Adrienne?
I'm well, thank you.
Good. And so I want to know, I know a little bit of the background of Rome. How did this beautiful place come to be? How did this all happen, manifest itself?
It was manifested and it worked. I started out as a food truck, and it was called the Roaming Gourmet. We started in Rancho Del Rio for a summer. Right as COVID was at its peak, which was great. Then winter rolled around and we had an opportunity to join the team at Bonfire.
Yes.
So we had our food truck right in front of Bonfire Brewery, which is directly next door to this brick and mortar. And an opportunity came up that the space next to them was open for a restaurant, but the caveat was that there was no kitchen. It isn't zoned for a kitchen. So, ironically, I had a food truck So we
Wow.
just rolled it around the block and hooked it up, and this is our brick and mortar with a 20-foot food trailer as our kitchen.
Okay, so it truly was meant to be. This was not
think
by
so.
circumstance,
Yeah.
happenstance.
Yeah, I think so.
That's amazing. And I actually remember the food truck, and you guys were always there were a million people around, and it was so popular.
It was great.
And so now do a lot of those people know that this has shifted into, yes,
Yeah,
okay.
and it's been 2 years. It'll be 2 years in a
2
couple
years,
weeks that
okay.
we've been at this brick and mortar.
Okay.
And it was 1 full year of the Roaming Gourmet as the food truck.
Right.
We did elevated pub food out of that food truck.
Right.
You know, things like duck tacos and duck confit, things like that. Really nice slow braised meats. We really pushed it, push the limits.
Well, and that's what I'm so interested in, because I did a little research beforehand and I looked at all the food options, and I know that your menu changes, am I correct, weekly, monthly?
Monthly.
Monthly,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we change our menu monthly. So,
And
now we have an opportunity to be a little bit more, intricate with the details.
Right.
Instead of just a food truck where it's kind of fast.
Right.
This is more relaxed dining. We can relax a little bit more in preparation, not too much, but a little bit more in
Little bit.
preparation. The timing is different, so it allows us to, spend a little bit more time on the menu and spend a little bit more time plating. And
But that's a huge deal, a monthly, I don't know any other restaurant I can't even think of
Yeah.
anywhere I've been that does a
Yeah.
monthly shift of their menu.
yeah, it's ridiculous and insane.
I love it. You're like, it's
My poor
brilliant and
staff.
hard.
yeah, it's really great, and I think that a lot of cooks and people in kitchens get a little bit, it's tiring doing the same dishes over
Yeah.
and over again. And I think that I really thought that people, our guests would want to have the same thing over and over again, and I find that they don't. I find that they're really eager when we change the menu monthly, and our specials are also wonderful. We have specials on top of our monthly changes.
I
but
love that.
Yeah, I think that people have come to expect that let's come as many times as we can this month because it's changing. So we see a lot of repeat guests.
Cool.
It's really fun.
I love that. Well, and I'm so inspired because you let me know that so much of the decor, the alcohol, what you buy as far as like making the food, all of the ingredients, it's very much local based, and your local love and appreciation.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Colorado is an amazing state, and it
Yeah.
it has so many different, amazing things that it produces or come out of it, from Palisade peaches to bourbons to beers to, some wonderful produce that we get here, our cows, our lamb, our pork. So really, we don't need to look very far. And it's safer, it's cleaner. We know where our food is coming from, which I think more people are being, people are more cognizant of that, as well as me. I never feed my guests anything that I wouldn't ingest myself. So it's important to me that it's clean. It's
I
good.
love that you said that, and I also know that you don't use any hormones in your food,
No
which
hormones.
is huge.
Yeah,
That's a
nothing.
big deal.
I don't believe in it. I think that a lot of our, without getting too crazy and, medical, I just believe a lot of issues health-wise come from eating tainted foods. So,
100%.
and hopefully the world is changing and they're starting to see that, and it used to be very difficult. Even 2 years ago, it was difficult for me to find some foods and meats that weren't, injected with hormones or
Right.
antibiotics. And it's much easier today to find it.
I felt
So-
that shift. You're like, simplistic feeling and idea, but it's truth. What you put in your body is obviously what you're going to get out of it. So.
Yeah, it's very true.
And this is such a beautiful, romantic space. I mean, it's stunning.
Thank
Did you
you.
do the decor?
Yeah,
Did you?
I did. I did.
This woman is amazing. She does it all. Cooking, she does the decor. You have a gorgeous patio. I would love to hear about that. That's stunning.
Yeah, so we do have limited seating in this space, and when I first looked at it, I was so enthralled with it. I loved how intimate it was, and I thought we could really make this space feel like it could be anywhere. It could be in Italy, it could be in Morocco, it could be in Colorado, it could be anywhere. And that's what I wanted to kind of mirror, was just, it could be anywhere, but it's an intimate, lovely space that you could come on a date, on a first date. You could come with your family, you could come with your friends, and it has like a nice energetic buzz to it because it is small inside. But we had the opportunity, knowing that there was this big outdoor space that may or may not have been built for that. It may have been built for something else, but we utilized it as an outdoor seating area that enhances our capacity off season.
And it's gorgeous.
So it really is pretty. It's kind of, we were talking that I kind of, mirrored it after some restaurants in LA, one being Ivy, the Ivy in LA.
Yes.
And I wanted it to feel like there was greenery all around. And again, with an outdoor space, typically they're very wide open and cavernous. The sky is your ceiling.
Yes.
And we still have that in part of it, but we wanted it to feel like there were hanging lights and hanging chandeliers and still very romantic.
I feel like very secret garden vibes with the mountains in the background.
Yeah,
The
it's
backdrop,
so pretty.
you can't do any better than that.
Oh, it is beautiful. People love sitting out there.
Well, and that's brilliant to know because I do love the space is so small and, well, not even small, intimate, and it does have such good energy, good vibes in here. And you said, though, you can go on open table.
You can.
So that way you know that you definitely have a reservation.
Yeah,
And then if there is
confirm.
overflow, you can go out to the patio and enjoy.
Absolutely.
And your bar is amazing as well.
It's
I
a
can't get
great
away from
bar.
that. Yeah.
It's a great bar. It's a great, the drinks are really, we're very proud of our cocktails.
Yeah, and you said you have non-alcoholic options and alcoholic options,
We
which
do.
is a huge, I think right now becoming a boom, it's a booming thing.
Yeah, we've had NA spirits on our shelf since we opened our doors, knowing that, I think part of it was that we were an Eagle and we wanted to attract people from all over the valley, up and down. And driving would be an issue if you were going to have, more than one drink. So we have drinks or NA spirits on our menu that you can replace a tequila with an NA tequila, replace a bourbon with an NA bourbon.
And I've never even heard of that, to be quite frank with you.
Yeah,
So I'm
they're
sure other
really
people are going to be,
Yeah, it's really great. And a lot of them are distilled the same way, just it takes the alcohol out. So it's really neat.
Well, I am very excited to come in. Personally, I know I've heard already from certain friends that we both know how amazing the food is. What is your favorite dish to create at this? I know you're always evolving, changing, it's fluid, as far as your food. Is there one thing that you love to make here?
I can't. It's like picking a favorite child.
I know.
I think that we do variations of different types of meatballs and different sauces.
Yeah.
So there's that. Whether it's pork or veal or venison, I love creating some sort of a meatball dish, and our guests really, really love it. I do one of my go-tos here, and we just changed the sauce, and it's coming up on the next menu, is our sous vide or slow cooked pork shank. So we're doing a spin on it this month that is more of an Asian spin-off of that. So we'll definitely do that. That's one of my favorites. And I always like to bring back, especially in the wintertime, my Uncle Johnny made a cacciatore dish, an Italian cacciatore dish that was just to die for. And in honor of him and him teaching me that dish, I do repeat that, and our guests love it. So.
Well, you are fabulous. I feel like I made a new bestie today. I adore you. I think your space is stunning. I can't wait to try the food. I've already, like I said, heard amazing things, and I cannot wait to come in. So thank you so much, Adrienne.
We can't wait to serve you.
Keep it right here for more of the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen.
Good morning, Vail.
Hello everyone, I'd like to welcome you into Rugs Benedict to come explore our 12,000 square foot showroom. We've been serving the Vail Valley for over 50 years now with flooring needs, and we inventory a ton of product from Carpet One to provide the very best values, highest style. We just built a warehouse, 15,000 square foot warehouse in gypsum. So we have over 120 different broadloom carpets. We have a lot of waterproof wood flooring, things that we can install right away. We have employee installers, a lifetime installation warranty. Many of them have been with us for decades, and they're true craftsmen in their work. They're absolutely extraordinary at installing any of the flooring that we provide. We also have over 1,000 area rugs in stock right now, and they start at 2x3s. I could bring these into the studio today, but they go all the way up to 12x16s, and we have them hanging on the racks just like shopping for clothing. So it's very easy for you to just flip through, see what's available. We'll deliver them to your house so you can check out how they look in your space with your lighting. All different sizes, all different shapes, some things that are going to be a little bit more contemporary as well as tribal, traditional, all the latest and greatest looks. We have things that are hand knotted, silk, wool and silk options, all the way down to some machine-made indoor-outdoor type rugs. So really anything that you're looking for your business, for your home, for a rental, Rugs Benedict can provide it. And one thing I consistently hear when people leave our showroom is, that was so easy, thank you so much. So we make the process very easy. Come in, take a look, and we'd love to offer you a free estimate. Look forward to seeing you in our showroom.
Vail Skin and Lashes, located in the heart of Avon, offers a full array of aesthetic and medical treatments and services. We feature only the highest quality products in an upscale medical-grade skincare boutique. Experience this luxurious, welcoming, and inviting environment. We are dedicated to providing expert personalized care, artistry, wellness, beauty. That's Vail Skin and Lashes Medical Spa.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, are you looking for something that you can do with the kiddos that's safe and delicious? Well, then we've got an edible kids craft to introduce you to. And that way, when you're in one of those lulls, maybe we're seeing an afternoon rainstorm roll through and you just need something to entertain the kids, well, then this is the perfect thing. So let's take a look.
Welcome back to Crafting with Chloe. I'm here with Chloe. Tell me about what we're doing today. What's this craft?
This craft, I call it Bears on the Beach.
Okay.
So basically, we're using a bunch of treats. These are store-bought. You can make homemade ones as well if you want. And we're basically making these little guys.
These are so adorable. And there's so many cute possibilities I'm already seeing.
Cute.
We've got the floaty guy, the tanning guy. Got some more swim. I love how you made this one doing a handstand. That's adorable.
Of course.
Okay, so tell me how to do it.
Okay, so first, we have these Rice Krispie treats. You can make them homemade, store-bought, or use like brownies.
Yeah, no, that's great. That makes it a lot easier if you can just buy them from the store.
Yeah.
All right, what do I do next?
So next we have this blue for water and this yellow for sand.
Okay.
And you just ice the top of the Rice Krispie treat.
Okay, perfect. So we're deciding our scenery right now.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Do you want your bears to be in the ocean? Do you want them to be on the side of the beach?
Okay, perfect. Well, I'll do one in the sand.
I'm gonna do one swimming.
You're doing one in the water. This is like so adorable. And I mean, from what I'm seeing, I feel like it shouldn't be too difficult. But I'm so excited. And this is great for kids, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because they can just kind of go for it and make whatever they want.
Yeah, I mean, you could do green icing and make
Oh, true, and make bears
in like a field,
in a
having
field.
a picnic.
Oh my gosh, so many cute possibilities. Okay.
Well, mine's iced. So now
Cute.
you want to decide, what are your bears going to be doing? Mine, I'm going to make one like this. Mine's going to be floating.
And the floaty. I love the little floaty. And then, yeah, we have these gummies for the floaties.
They're so cute.
We've got watermelons, M&Ms, the bears.
So next you just decide, what do you want your bears to be doing?
Okay, perfect. So mine's going to be tanning, so I'll make him a little towel. And this could be so customizable, too. I guess it just depends on what candy you get, you know?
Yeah, you could turn this into really whatever you want. We're just doing beach and sand for summer.
For summer, right. But you could do this you could probably do like a cute for like Halloween.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how, but
spring crafts.
I bet it wouldn't be that hard to figure
fall,
out.
Or you could do white for snow.
Okay, cute. Okay, so you have your little tube.
I have
That's
my little
adorable.
tube, my little floaty.
And then how are you putting the bear in there?
So what I'm going to do is we have these little bears, and I'm going to just crack it in half.
Oh, no. Okay.
I'm going to crack it in half so it fits. So it looks like he's half in the water, half sticking out, so his little arms are above.
That's adorable.
And I'm gonna put some icing on the bottom so he sticks.
Cute. And then I'll just lay mine on the M&Ms. He's getting a
And
little
now he's
tan.
sticking out.
That's so cute. And it looks so good.
floating.
Like it looks like you like know how to decorate stuff.
And I don't. I just know how to do this.
That's so cute. Okay, and then I'm gonna give my guy a little watermelon. Oh no.
It's okay. He's back up.
Good.
So
It's
now
close
I'm
call.
going to decorate the outside with some M&Ms.
Okay, cute.
Because why not?
Yeah, okay.
Because it just makes it that much cuter.
Yeah, I guess here's where you can really just let your creativity take over.
Yeah.
I give mine a little watermelon. It's not exactly to scale, but
I mean,
I
it's
like
just
it.
a really big one.
Okay, cute. And then yeah, I'm just gonna kind of add some M&Ms. This is so adorable. I love this. And yeah, you could easily make it like really homemade, or you know, like we didn't have to cook anything for this.
Yeah, we bought it all from the store.
And it looks so cute. Like if you were to take this to a party, I feel like everyone would be so impressed with your skills.
Yeah, it could be good for like a birthday party. just
Pool
like
party.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is gonna taste pretty good too. It's just a bunch
Yeah.
of candy and icing. So what could go wrong with that, honestly?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
So
I love this.
Mine is decorated.
Let's see it. Show off. Oh my gosh, so cute. Little
He has
swimming bear.
He has some blue on him, but it's just because he got in the water.
Right, it's splashing. It's an
Yeah.
action shot. Oh no, he fell out of the tube, but that's okay.
He just wants to go
Yeah, and I
swimming.
have my little tanning guy. I'll put him right up here. Oh, I want to give him an umbrella.
I want to give mine an umbrella.
Because, you know.
It just makes it that much cuter.
Well, and I don't want him to get sunburnt, of course.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, perfect.
I mean, I don't know how an umbrella is going to stick in the ocean.
Cute.
But
And then, yeah, I guess you just stab it in since this is just a Rice Krispie.
you can just
Oh my
stab
gosh.
it in.
So
And now they're that much
cute.
cuter.
I love how that looks.
Aren't they so?
That's so precious. Okay, well, this is such a good summer craft. Fun little treat.
So customizable.
Yeah, no, I love this. Well, thank you so much for showing this to me.
Of
This has been a
course.
great time, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Hi, it's Maddie from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you" on Channel 92? Because we're always bringing you more Good Morning Vail every day from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More scoreboard updates every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. More Good Day Vail, 2 back-to-back episodes daily at 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. More news segments and shows highlighting our local community. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or on our website at tv8vail.com.
Hi there! Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to the neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Are you looking for exciting and nutritious recipes to cook at home? Watch Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller on TV8 Vail. Tracy brings you the best in fresh and healthy foods for the active outdoor lifestyle. Stream online at tv8vail.com or find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Join host Madison Brown as she visits with guests ranging from country star Toby Keith to magician Tommy Wynn. Explores the kitchen from cake decorating to cooking Hawaiian style, all while exploring unique locations across the country. Check your local listings and tune in.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. A show that we produce here at TV8 is called Good Day Vail, and Cece Zach is the host of it. Now, Cece Zach has one goal as she's creating all of these wonderful shows for you, and that's to help you live your best life here in the mountains. And she had a chance to sit down with the president of the Vail Valley Partnership, which is our local chamber here, and chat with him about some things that are happening with our economy. So let's take a look.
So Mike and Chris, thank you so much for coming in today in your busy schedule. And one of the things that I love to share with our viewers is why Vail? Our viewers are really keen on, what inspires you about this county and this area. So Chris, how long have you been here? What keeps you here? And, what inspires you about Vail Valley?
Yeah, thank you. It's such a great baseline foundational question for anyone who's here in Eagle County. And when you say Vail, I think Eagle County.
Yes,
and I think the entire Eagle River Valley from Dotsero all the way to Vail Pass, because we really are one economic region, one watershed. Our neighbors live in Gypsum or live in Vail, they live in Avon or they live in Edwards. Those are the people we go to school with and we see at the post office and we work with and everything else. And what brought me here is simple, like very many people. I came for the mountains. I came for the outdoor recreation. I came for the skiing. I always wanted to be in Colorado. I came to school at the University of Colorado, and when I finished up my 4 years there in Boulder, I ended up in Vail because I loved to ski here. I loved the access. I loved the community. And I've been very fortunate to be here ever since, being able to grow a career and raise a family and do all the things that I hope others have the same opportunity to do.
Love that. And Mike, sort of similar situation.
Yeah, some similarities. I originally came from Oklahoma, born and raised there, and had been coming to Colorado with my family for many, many years growing up. So already loved the state, and when I graduated from Oklahoma State University a long time ago in 1990, decided with a group of fellow ex-students to come to Colorado, started in Aspen. Was really going to be there for probably 6 months to a year and decided that, it's just so lovely and a great place to be that I made it a permanent habit. And I came to Eagle County in the Vail Valley about 25 years ago. I've worked for one company, a community bank, Alpine Bank, great company with wonderful people. And that was another reason that that career kept me in Colorado. So, not only the recreation, but really over the years, the community, the chance to serve the community, building a family here over time. Yeah, it's was a 6 or 12 month stint that turned into 32 years.
Well, what I love, and the two of you have a great example of how you've able to build not your life here, but also your career here. And Mike, you're the regional president for 3 different counties here in the mountains, which is just extraordinary because you just said you've been with Alpine for that duration of time. Chris, tell us a little bit about your professional career and how you've been able to build that here.
Yeah, the unique thing about running a Chamber of Commerce, such as the Vail Valley Partnership, is that very few people go to school and say, I want to be a Chamber of Commerce executive. I want to run a Chamber of Commerce. Most people don't know what that even is as they're going through their schooling and their education. For me, I came up through hospitality. I worked for Vail Resorts. For a short period, I worked in the hotel and hospitality industry for a number of years, but I was always involved in the community, and I was always volunteering, and I was looking for opportunities to engage outside the 4 walls of the business that I worked for, and was fortunate enough to be able to find Vail Valley Partnership's predecessor organization, the Chamber and Tourism Bureau, and be able to connect with like-minded professionals and be able to serve on a few different committees. So when a job became available at the partnership, I raised my hand really quickly and said, that's a place I really want to be, to have a bigger impact and a more community impact and be even more engaged in the community. So I was really driven coming up through the hospitality industry and the importance of hospitality to our community, certainly our economic driver and about half of our jobs. But I always kind of in the back of my head wanted more community and wanted more community engagement and involvement, and being able to help all the small businesses that exist here. In a community like Eagle County and the Vail Valley, where 90% of our businesses have fewer than 20 employees.
So what is the total number of businesses then?
It's about 2,600 in
Wow.
the Eagle River Valley.
Okay.
About 2,600 businesses, and again, 90% of those fewer than 20 or fewer employees, and 80% of them 10 or fewer employees. So we are driven by small businesses. And when the opportunity at the Chamber came open, I really wanted to be able to serve those businesses and help those businesses in what is a challenging business environment.
Extraordinary business environment.
Extraordinary and challenging.
So help our viewers understand what Vail Valley Partnership is, because you've mentioned Chamber, you mentioned a predecessor. I know you rebranded, I think it was in 2007, to Vail Valley Partnership. Help us understand the totality of the organization that you represent.
Yeah, and I'll keep it relatively short because I think it's a long history. So we were incorporated in 1964.
Oh my gosh, that's before...
That's before the town of Vail.
Wow.
As an example. So we're incorporated in 1964 as the Vail Resort Association, and grew and changed and morphed over time. The Vail Valley Tourism and Convention Bureau, Vail Valley Chamber and Tourism Bureau, lots of different acronyms. In 2007, we really, our Board of Governors really set forth an aspirational path for us to be the partnership to incorporate economic development, Chamber of Commerce, and tourism services.
Yeah.
And really put all of that umbrella under one organization with an aspirational position to have a bigger impact on our community and help our businesses across all those different sectors that drive our businesses and drive our community.
Wow, that's awesome. And I love the name too, because it really is a partnership. One of the things I've learned in the short time I've been here is that this community is extraordinary, and everyone wants to help everyone, no matter what the objective is. And somehow these partnerships, and I don't mean to use your name, but the community partner, somehow they get aligned incentives. And from where I come from in the healthcare industry, the incentives are never aligned with the people in the ecosystem. So it's such a delight for me to come in and to also talk to you all and showcase the partnerships, which, Mike, that's where you come in. You, being a representative, a senior executive at Alpine Bank, have been a supporter of VVP for a wide variety of years and a wide variety of roles. Mm-hmm. So why? What and why?
Well, the then Vail Chamber was one of the first organizations that I became involved with when I came to the Vail Valley in 1996. I served as what they called then an ambassador. So I was with a group of like-minded young professionals. So I literally saw the chamber grow over the years as the communities grew and as the business communities grew. Fast forward to just a few years ago, under Chris's leadership, I've become one of the Vail Valley Partnership Board of Governors, and I'm very proud to serve there. But it is a wonderful organization in terms of not only having a group of businesses, a wide variety of businesses represented within the Vail Valley, but also engaged with the community, with the business community on any variety of projects, programs, and topics that pertain to all of our industries.
So, Chris, you mentioned how many businesses were part. What is the number of employees does that represent?
Yeah, so there's a total of about 35,000 in the workforce in Eagle County. About 30,000, just over 30,000 in the Eagle River Valley from Dotsero to Vail. Our membership makes up over 80% of that workforce. So the businesses who are and organizations that are members of the Vail Valley Partnership equates to about 80% of our workforce. So we really have a wide swath of industries and geographies and different business sectors represented under the partnership umbrella.
And how much of that does Vail Resorts represent?
Yeah, Vail Resorts is our largest employer.
Okay.
They have more employees than anybody else. For obvious reasons, they're our economic driver, and they require a lot of workforce to run those resorts and those mountains and those hotels and other businesses that they're involved in. So as a total, they probably make up just over 10% or 12% of our local workforce.
Okay, but that's it. To me, that's smaller than what I would have anticipated.
Yeah, and it might be a little bit higher because those numbers aren't public, so I don't know exactly, but I have a good idea.
Okay. So with that, gentlemen, I would just love to understand what is the mission. If you could briefly, before we go on to station break, what's the mission of EVP?
Yeah, I think we should quiz our board member, Mike Brown, on what our mission is to see if he has it memorized. I tease a little bit. Our mission is actually really straightforward. We have a 2-word mission statement, and our mission is to lead collaboration. That is what we do. That is our true north. How do we lead collaboration through our programs and our advocacy and the things that we do?
There's always so much great information that comes out of Chris Romer, and CC Zach does such a good job at letting you know how you can get involved and finding that call to action with everyone that she interviews. Now, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back later on in the show, we're going to reintroduce you to CC Zach and Chris Romer and continue that wonderful conversation that they were having. So don't go anywhere. We've got more after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
If you haven't seen Good Day Vail lately, here's what you've been missing. I'm Cece Zach, and I'm the host of Good Day Vail, and you can find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92 or on our website at tva8vail.com and on YouTube. We're here to serve the Vail Valley, and we look forward to sharing our story with all of you.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Do you love Good Morning Vail and do you love Good Day Vail? Well, now you can listen to them wherever you go, since both have recently become a podcast. So wherever you like to listen to your podcast, you can download Good Morning Vail or Good Day Vail, whether you have an Apple or Android. That way you can always be in the know before you go. We love getting to be here for you and bring you all the wonderful information for the community. So make sure that you check us out wherever you listen to your podcast.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning into TV8's Good Morning Vail, and welcome to hour number 2. Now, in the first hour, we did some exciting things. Not only did we introduce you to Glitz and Glam with Gretchen, but we also introduced you to the Vail Valley Academy of Dance, who has a wonderful upcoming performance at the Vail Performing Arts Center that you're not going to want to miss out on, only because I've seen so many of their incredible shows, and they do such a good job at bringing these performances to life. So to buy your tickets, you can go to valarpac.org. We also made some delicious edible treats for you to take out there and have fun with the kiddos. Now, we have a great second hour of Good Morning Vail in store for you. Not only are we going to be taking you around and giving you some great information about what's taking place in and around our community, we're also going to inspire you to get out and participate in the fun with our new exciting events and entertainment segment, and that's called Vail Vibes, as well as introduce you to the recruiter guy, Bill Humbert. That way, if you're maybe interested in making a career shift, or maybe you're interested in helping your company attract new employees, well, then he's got all those tips and tricks for you. Now, Blues, Brews, and Barbecues is happening up in Beaver Creek today, and it's a really fun way to get out and experience everything that Beaver Creek has to offer. Between the delicious food, the delicious beer, and the great music, you're going to want to spend your weekend up there, and it's a perfect way to spend this holiday weekend. So you can go to beavercreek.com/events for more information on all of the wonderful festivities happening up there. Now they've got some great live music and so much more, so make sure that you make your way up to Beaver Creek at some point this weekend and you participate in the fun. Now, the Vail Comedy Festival is also taking place this weekend to get everyone really excited and in the mood for some belly laughs. So if you like to laugh like I like to laugh, well then you should definitely buy your tickets and participate in the fun. This is 3 days of non-stop giggling. Now, there are 31 different comedians that are coming to our wonderful community to spread some laughs and spread some joy, so make sure that you check that out as well. And there's so many different shows at so many beautiful locations. We're going to take a look at that local weather forecast, and then we've got more Good Morning Vail, so stay tuned.
Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our nap nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Well, then make sure you tune in every day at 6:30 and 10:30 p.m. to catch The Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns: Park City, Utah, Vail, Colorado, and Reno, Tahoe. I'll be your host, Maddie Evans, and I can't wait to see you there.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these 2 luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Good morning, Vail.
Adventures in Coaching is a segment that we love to do here to maybe help you get inspired to maybe change careers, or maybe to just find those little differences that you need in your life to better your life. And I'm here with Kim Smith, who's going to give us some more information. Now, in the last session, we talked about kind of the struggles of making changes when it comes to your career. And now we're going to start to talk about what could be holding you back from success. Kim, thank you so much for being here.
It's great to be here again, Maddie. Thank you.
We love to have the opportunity to chat with you, only because you have so many fantastic ideas and so many stepping stones to help people find maybe that next path in their life. And so we talked a lot about what it's like to make a change. Now, why can people get stuck in a little rut when they're going to make a change?
Yeah, and this is one of my very favorite topics in coaching, because it's where we get to dig deep a little bit and figure out, what makes us tick. And, a lot of things can get us stuck, like maybe not knowing where we're going and exactly what we want to do. But once we kind of identify a plan, or we think we've got a place we want to go, sometimes we get stuck because of fear. And it could be fear of failure, it could be fear of success. But they show up as like limiting beliefs often. And what that means is those little small voices that we all have that tell us like, oh, maybe I'm not smart enough to do this, or I don't have enough experience, or just the self-doubts that kind of can creep into our thoughts that might hold us back. And a lot of times it looks like procrastination, like we just can't get moving. So if you're starting to feel like you're procrastinating, you're not getting anywhere, it might be a limiting belief that's holding you back.
Now, we've heard this term limiting beliefs a couple of times from you recently, and so let's talk about what a limiting belief could be.
So like I was talking about, it could be something that, is that small voice that shows up, but it's really about identifying those and where they come from. And good news is we all have them. Everybody has limiting beliefs. It's not, something that's very unique. And we get them from life experiences. They can have cropped up because of something that happened in childhood or in the workplace, or maybe the teacher told you something that hurt your feelings, or something, but somehow it's gotten exaggerated over time and it's manifesting in our adult lives in ways that may not serve us anymore.
Which is wild to think about. The psychological aspect of this all is something that is so intriguing, and that's where you really come in to help people kind of walk through this. Now, as we've been talking, there are limiting beliefs and there are fear, and so how can you tell the difference between it being a limiting belief or it being fear-based holding you back?
I think they're very similar, so it's a little bit hard to describe, but the fears are really driving those limiting beliefs. And those fears are sort of underneath those. So, that fear of, you want to drill down and figure out what that fear is so that you can see why that limiting belief is holding you back. So is it fear of success? Is it fear of failure? Is it fear of being judged and criticized? That's a really big one when people start taking that, new path forward and they're worried about, oh my gosh, what are my parents going to think of me? What are my friends? What's society going to think of me, doing something different? So those fears really underlie and drive those limiting beliefs.
If we acknowledge that we're in fear, is there anything that we can find a way to kind of work around it, and what can we do about it?
Yeah, that's a great question. And, like I was saying before, fear is so normal when you get to the stage of wanting to make change. And identifying what it is really going to be helpful. So, taking a look at where it might have come from and identifying it, naming it, how does it make you feel when you're in that fear so that you can recognize it when it crops up. And it's not enough to just really know about, what that fear is. That awareness is key. But in order to move through it, you have to have courage. And, courage is not the absence of fear, it's taking action anyway in spite of it. So taking some steps, some baby steps, can often be the antidote to eliminating that fear and creating some momentum in what it is you're trying to do and achieve.
Which I think is so important, because not only will you learn a lot about yourself as you're moving forward and making this decision of change, but you'll also just learn a lot about yourself in your coping mechanisms and how you behave in certain situations, because you are re-experiencing those things that have created these voices in your head. Now, as people are sitting down with themselves and they're starting to talk about the limiting beliefs and the fear, there are ways for them to move through them.
Absolutely. And again, it's not kind of a one and done. Once you figure out what the fear is, it's going to take practice. You are going to notice when these come up, and you might be getting triggered in a lot of areas of your life, not just work or, trying to move forward with a goal. It can happen in a lot of places. And what I've found is that, they're not really different across different parts of your life. They're pretty much the same fears and limiting beliefs that you have. So recognizing them is really important. And then having those strategies of like, oh gosh, there it is again. What do I need to do? How do I need to move forward? Do I need to take a pause and take a step back and not react to something? Or, is it just a matter of like taking a baby step? And, if I'm trying to make some change in my career, is it a matter of doing some research, sending some emails, doing some informational interviews? What does it look like to help get you out of that fear? And, like I said, action and taking, courage and taking action is the antidote to fear and limiting beliefs.
Which, as people go through this process and they start to identify those fears and those limiting beliefs, how can they start to move forward beyond them?
That's a good question. It's about having that plan. If you don't have a plan, you're really not going to be going anywhere. So I love utilizing SMART goals, and SMART is the acronym for specific, measurable, attainable or achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So if you can take a look at your goals and utilize that SMART acronym to kind of help yourself, have that plan and hold yourself attainable, it can be hugely helpful.
Which I think is something that a lot of us have a hard time holding ourselves to these goals. Now, this is where a coach would really come in and help. So as you're making these changes, how can a coach kind of guide you through this?
Well, so a coach really believes that you know inside what you want to do, and it's my job to pull it out of you. Like, what is that dream that you have? What is that goal that you want to attain? And then help you to create the steps to get there. And in addition to that, I will help hold you accountable. It's not that you're going to be in trouble if you don't do something, but maybe we explore the why. Why are you stuck again? And is it those limiting beliefs that are cropping up? Or is it some deeper fear that we need to address? Or is it just the fact that, you need a little extra push to make that first step and to take that leap of faith? So.
Which I think that there is so many benefits to having a coach to just give you that little bit of extra push, because I know that's where I tend to struggle, is sometimes I just need that little motivation to help myself get to the top of the mountain that I'm trying to climb from the last time we sat down and went through some of this information. Now, if people are interested in having you as their coach to help them with any of these moments of struggling that they could be experiencing, what's the best way for them to get in contact with you?
So just go to my website, adventuresandcoaching.com, and you can fill out the form there or get more information, or you can email me at kim@adventuresandcoaching.com.
Kim, thank you so much for being here and giving us all this wonderful information. It's so nice to just chat with you and kind of work through these things with you as I'm sitting here and just learning so much from you. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Maddie.
Make sure that you check out Adventures in Coaching. That way, if you are maybe looking for that little bit of motivation, you can get it from Kim because she's absolutely wonderful. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back from the break, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Hello everyone, now is the time to refresh your floors. I'm Mandy Benedict. I'd love to invite you into our showroom to explore our 12,000 square foot showroom where you can view all different floors installed, see what it looks like in a larger space. One of our greatest growing products is waterproof wood flooring, which for our environment with kids and dogs and ski boot and our mountain lifestyle, this is a great flooring option. I brought one of the planks with me today. They're nice, long, wide planks. They're embossed on grain, so they look beautiful, but they perform really well in our mountain lifestyle. We have all employee installers. They've been working for over a decade with us, and we have a lifetime installation warranty. So not only do we make sure that the client gets what they want, we know what this climate needs. We have beautiful reclaimed floors, herringbone, really anything that you're looking for to update your home or your business. We have it at Rugs Benedict. We provide free estimates. So come in and visit us in the store. We'd love to see you.
Welcome back to the show. Earlier, we introduced you to Cece Zach from our very own Good Day Vail, which is a great show to help you live your best life up here in the mountains. Now, if you're a newbie, this is the perfect show to help you kind of introduce yourself and acclimate yourself to our wonderful community. Well, she was talking with Chris Romer, who is the president of our local chamber, the Vail Valley Partnership, and how you can get involved because it's such a great organization to be part of and a great way to network. So let's take a look back into the conversation.
Chris, when we just left, we talked about the mission of Vail Valley Partnership. Now, help me understand a little bit more about the goals of the organization.
Yeah, our goals, I would point first to our vision, which is community vitality, because the goals build up to that vision of community vitality. And the idea that we have three kind of buckets, if you will, and they're integrated and they're connected, but we have three roles that we play in the community. One is tourism services and group sales and destination marketing efforts to support our largest industry sector, to support the businesses that rely on our tourism sector, and working closely with all the different stakeholders there. Number two is the Chamber of Commerce. And the Chamber of Commerce is the genesis of who we are as an organization, and it's the business services. It's existing to serve the businesses and provide them the tools and the programs and the resources to succeed in this place. And the third is economic development. And that idea of economic vitality and supporting small businesses and new businesses and growth of existing businesses and providing a voice for all of our businesses from an advocacy standpoint and a legislative standpoint. And so those three efforts, tourism and chamber, business services, and economic development, data and research and resources connect to the umbrella that is Vail Valley Partnership. So those are kind of the three big buckets, all leading to that idea of community vitality and how do we, through our efforts and through our team and through our board of governors and our volunteers, help make this community more attainable and accessible and more livable, and give businesses the opportunity to thrive and employ people and grow and do all the things that we want successful communities to do.
So you'd mentioned the three buckets. So that's how you're organized. Tell us a little bit about how you're funded, because clearly you need the resources to be able to pull this off.
Yeah, we do. And so we have three buckets of funding as well. That's not exactly aligned with the three programs of work, but one is membership dues. And about a third of our revenue comes from membership, businesses and organizations opting in to be a partner and to participate in our programs, which leads to the second revenue bucket, which is our programming. We run a variety of leadership programs and workforce programs and different initiatives for people to engage with the organization and have opportunities for their staff to engage and be involved and receive workforce training and things along those lines. So that's our second bucket of funding, is our programming. And the third bucket is contracts for services rendered. So we contract with organizations for administrative services, to run programs such as the EGE Air Alliance, to run and coordinate group sales in partnership with Beaver Creek Resort Company and the Vail Local Marketing District. So these contracts for services where we provide a specific service to an entity and they contract with us every year to fulfill those duties. That's our third bucket of funding. So most of the funding comes from those three buckets. Then we have a few miscellaneous programs and things that we do. But that's the buckets of funding, and it's actually breaks out pretty close to about a third each.
Okay, so Mike, now you represent one of the members, personally and from the bank's perspective as well. How do you use all of the amazing tools that the organization has to offer the community?
I'll try to be brief. I mean, the direct benefit, I think, comes from something Chris just mentioned, programs that deal with the attraction, retention, and development of our employees, career-wise, which is
something that we need now in this valley. We need it throughout the United States.
Always needed, but probably more than ever.
Now,
yeah, and career-wise, which is the apprenticeship program administered through the Vail Valley Partnership, but is a partnership also including Colorado Mountain College, as well as the local school district and companies, where we take in apprentices who are interested in various professions like banking or lodging or construction. Also, Vail Valley Works, again, administered through the partnership, which provides leadership programs for employees. I have a few employees within Alpine Bank who are part of that program and who are benefiting from it. There are also community forums on the state of the economy, on specific areas like construction and housing that a lot of business owners have benefited from, to go to learn and to discuss with other businesses and business leaders about what's going on in our valley, both presently and in the future. And then, of course, there are a number of areas where the partnership has been a key advocate and collaborator with the community. The newly formed Regional Transit Authority, which is long-term going to benefit
Which my understanding
our employees
is,
and so forth.
Well, VVP was instrumental in
Yes.
helping, educate and then ultimately getting the momentum to
Right.
pass the bill. So,
Right.
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, no, that's fine. And then finally, I think about the EGE Air Alliance, which Chris just mentioned. That's a group of businesses and business representatives working together to attract more flights and more business to and from the Eagle County Regional Airport. And that is a benefit to all of our businesses, including mine, my customers, and so forth.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that.
Mm-hmm.
And, as a businesswoman by trade, I find everything that you're offering, Chris, just absolutely extraordinary. I mean, it just is top notch. How can individuals get involved with VVP and what you have to offer?
Yeah, simply reach out to us. We can be found on any of the social channels. We can be found at our website at vailvalleypartnership.com. You can come by the office at the Riverwalk. You can call us. Whatever works best for you, reach out to us. We have...
Can I interrupt for a second?
Please.
Do I have to be an employee of one of your members, or can I become a member on my own?
Yeah, individuals can join.
Okay.
So we have a community membership to allow individuals to join, and certainly businesses are able to join, and all of their employees then are eligible to participate and engage in our programming. So we have an open door policy, right?
I love that.
Everyone's welcome in our proverbial big tent. Because we really want to represent sole entrepreneurs, and we want to represent small businesses and big businesses and emerging businesses and new businesses. The opportunity exists. We have a program advisory council. We have an economic leadership council. These are things that anyone can engage in and participate in. We have leads groups. We have after-hour events. We have a lot of opportunities for people to grow their networks, expand their networks, not just the training programs Mike mentioned, but their professional network and their social network as well.
There's a lot of, I don't know if I could call them retired, because I don't think most of our community members ever want to retire. But if you had a tip to provide to the community that have had significant business or economic experience, how would you like to see them be involved as volunteers?
Yeah, interestingly, at the partnership, unlike a lot of nonprofits, we're not looking for a lot of people to donate their time or their money with the organization. What we would love for them to do is engage where it's meaningful to them. So stay involved with our Economic Development Committee, or stay involved with some of the task forces that we have on specific topics, and find ways to give back and engage in ways that are meaningful to you, and mentorship opportunities and business support services, or even something that is not our program, but I think is very beneficial to our business community, the Small Business Development Center, to be able to help coach and mentor emerging businesses and startup businesses. So if you reach out to us, we're happy to point you in the direction that most aligns with your interest and your background and your skill sets.
Yeah. So Mike, you had talked a little bit about how you utilize some of the fabulous tools at VVP. When we were talking earlier too, there was you were talking about some of the really impactful programs that the community, now you did mention the EGA Air Alliance, you did mention the Regional Transit. Is there anything else that comes to mind that the community should know that VVP had, probably an unspoken component to creating an impact in the community?
Well, I think being a part of the Vail Valley Partnership as a business, whatever your size of business, however many employees you have, whatever your industry is within the Vail Valley, I think that there are any number of programs that you will find as a business owner, whether it's to get knowledge about the business community, whether it's to learn what's going on economically within the Vail Valley, whether it's to avail yourselves, depending upon the size of your business, of programs that the Vail Valley Partnership is working on now or helping to facilitate, such as insurance programs and so forth. Or, as I said, and I've benefited from this through Alpine Bank, development of employees, especially your young leaders. I think there's just a variety of things that the partnership has developed over time that will benefit the knowledge and the success of businesses throughout the Valley.
And you mentioned insurance. For me to clarify for myself and the viewers, you're talking about health insurance, correct?
Correct.
And I would love just one, sentence about that initiative.
Yeah, I'll turn it over to my
Yeah,
partner.
I'll take that one.
He's been the man on the front lines with that.
Yeah, so we created the Mountain Healthcare Coalition.
Oh, wow.
Which is an entity, a healthcare purchasing collaborative, a purchasing alliance, and we created that and are going through the regulatory process with the state of Colorado in hopes of bringing a new, more affordable health insurance program to our community members and to our small businesses, as well as to our self-insured groups. So really trying to tackle it from all sides within the state regulatory process and system, working closely with our partners at Vail Health and working closely with insurance payer partners. And so we hope to bring that to the market here before too long.
Oh my God, that is so exhilarating. And you probably have to do another show on that, because that in itself is just something that the community needs to hear, that there are alternatives out there than Obamacare.
And this is a good example of why the VVP is an issue-oriented organization as well within the business community. Insurance is an area that, especially in the Rocky Mountains, is a very difficult issue for,
I can vouch for that.
yes, for Vail Valley employers and employees. Another issue is housing, very quickly. This is an area where Chris, his staff, the Board of Governors, as well as members, have very vocally supported efforts to include more housing within the area, because that's a huge issue for businesses and especially our employees.
I tell you, we've got another episode coming up between health insurance, housing. But gentlemen, thank you so much for your time, your wisdom, and your leadership within this community, because without the two of you, this wouldn't be happening. So,
Good morning, Vail.
It's time to talk Sun and Ski Sports Product of the Week. Now, a sport that's been sweeping the nation is pickleball. And if you're getting into the sport and you want to elevate your game, well, then this is the paddle for you. This is the Paddle Tech Tempest Wave Pro. This one comes with some nice accuracy, some power, and some forgiveness, making your swing game that much better. It also has a large, consistent sweet spot, and that's due to its even balanced weight distribution, weighing in at an average of 7.8 ounces. This is something you're not going to want to miss out on. Now, you can find out more at their website, and you can also stop into their stores. Now, this is going to be nice with increased maneuverability and reaction time for the highest level of play. Now, we've got some great places for you to get out and enjoy some pickleball, so if you're looking to elevate your game, then this is the piece of equipment that you want. That lightweight and durability is going to be the perfect way to help you make your game better. Now, like I said, you can check out sunandski.com for some more information on this wonderful paddle, or you can stop by any one of their convenient locations. That way you can get your hands on it yourself and see how it feels in your hands, because it's going to be nice and lightweight. So make sure that you stop by Sun and Ski Sports to get your hands on this wonderful paddle. We want to thank them for bringing you this product of the week. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day off than with the Good Morning Vail crew. You asked for more and TV8 delivered. Good Morning Vail is here for you with your local news, sports, weather, and community events every morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. No matter the season, we give you a reason to watch, so grab your coffee and join the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. And remember, there's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to Vail Vibes and happy Memorial Day weekend. I'm so excited because it's a time for remembrance, a time for celebration, and of course, a time for plenty of great barbecue. And we have all of that and more for you in Vail and Beaver Creek. Cheers to that. This weekend, it's time to get your groove on and your grub on. The Blues, Brews, and Barbecue Festival is back at Beaver Creek Memorial Day weekend. Kicking things off Friday, May 26th, starting at 4:30 is David Lawrence and the Spoonful, followed by the Jorgensens right after at 6:30. Saturday and Sunday both have full days of back-to-back bands and barbecue demos with Myron and Michael Mixon. On Saturday, May 27th is Back on the Saddle Cycling with Cynthia at 9 a.m. It's a 20-mile bike ride from Gravity House Vail to Avon and back using the Vail Bike Path. It will end with some brews to celebrate the first ride of the summer season. You can RSVP on gravityhouse.com. Starting this Sunday and continuing every Sunday until September 3rd is Sunset Live at the Terrace at the Avon Performance Pavilion. BYOB and prepare to enjoy a relaxing Rocky Mountain sunset while listening to some local country musicians. The Vail Comedy Festival is also back this weekend with over 30 comedians coming to Vail Village. Here's some video from last year's festival. Also, magician Travis Nye will be walking around Vail all weekend performing street magic. He says if you see him, go ahead and ask him for a trick. And if you want to see more, he'll be performing a family-friendly magic show at Cucina at the Lodge in Vail Sunday, May 28th at 2:30. That's it for today, friends. I'm Avijah Scarborough with Vail Vibes. Have an amazing and safe Memorial Day weekend.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to the TV8 Viewers' Choice Awards, where we celebrate the videos that got the most views on our YouTube page from you, our viewers. I'm Maddie Evans, and let's see who's taking home the prizes for the month of April. Taking home the bronze is Good Morning Vail's April 13th edition, featuring the Vail Christian High School Theater Department. The silver award goes to Good Morning Vail on April 10th, featuring recruiter guy Bill Humbert. The gold goes to Good Morning Vail on April 22nd. The scoreboard covers track and field at Eagle Valley High School. The Platinum Award goes to Good Morning Vail on April 6th, featuring lacrosse with VMS and Eagle Valley High School. And clinching the #1 spot and taking home the Diamond Award, Good Morning Vail on April 15th, the Pike family from Florida giving us their rendition of Good Morning Vail. If you missed any of these trending videos, make sure that you check out our YouTube page, TV8's Good Morning Vail, and check out the playlist for the Viewer's Choice Awards for the month of April. Thank you so much for joining me. I've been your host, Maddie Evans, and I'll see you next time.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Vail Skin and Lashes, located in the heart of Avon, offers a full array of aesthetic and medical treatments and services. We feature only the highest quality products in an upscale medical-grade skincare boutique. Experience this luxurious, welcoming, and inviting environment. We are dedicated to providing expert personalized care, artistry, wellness, beauty. That's Vail Skin and Lashes Medical Spa.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Are you in the market for a new job and are you starting to feel a little bit heavy about it? Well, there's a term for that, and we've got an expert to talk to us about why you could be feeling this, and that's recruiter guy Bill Humbert. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me this morning, Bill.
Maddie, it's so good to be back. I enjoy chatting with you and your audience.
I love chatting with you only because I think you're a wealth of knowledge and I could sit here and pick your brain all day, but we're talking about something really specific right now, and especially as people kind of get in, we're creatures of habit, so we get into these routines and we like to see things through and we like to start a pattern and stick with the pattern, and so sometimes when you're maybe in the place of a career change, it can feel a little bit heavy. And tell us about your experience as you've been the recruiter guy for quite some time.
So Maddie, over the past 40 plus years as a talent attraction consultant, mingled with 26 plus years of career coaching executives and managers, many times the professionals that I coached complained that they were in a funk. And they claimed they didn't know where it came from. But I knew.
And so as we're talking about this word funk, why were they in a funk, and can you describe what a funk is to us?
Yeah, a funk is when somebody is really in a little bit of a depression. They don't want to describe it as such, probably because of, what it seems like that word means. But, they're down and they are really upset. And, it's natural if you either have lost a job or you've been in a job for a long time and you've maybe had a manager change and you dislike the manager, and now you've decided, I got to make a move and I'm not happy about it. So what they don't realize is that they're experiencing the stages of grieving. And that's a natural thing that we all go through. If you lose a loved one, if you lose a pet that you've had for a long time, and if you lose your job. And the first signal that you're in that grieving is that fear that you feel, am I going to be able to find a new job? How am I going to pay my bills? And then sometimes they will blend that with anger. and they'll be angry with the company for letting them go or forcing them to make a job change. And then now they start to slide into that depression. And, you know, it's, what am I going to do next? I met a person last Friday outside up here in Park City, and she was laid off from her job, and she's going, but how am I going to do this? How am I going to get through this? And so we talked about how to work our way through it. Some people will go through a period of denial, where they say, it's not my fault that I got laid off. It's the CEO's fault or somebody else's fault. And then finally they reach a point where it's called acceptance. And now they're ready to move on. And I like to tell people, put that company in your rearview mirror and don't even look at it anymore.
Which I think is so important, and especially if you're starting a new chapter of your life, it's better to have that clean slate. Now, what are some of the first steps people can take as they're going through this grieving process?
In my book, Expect Success, The Science of the Over 50 Career Search, my suggestion is to pick up a sheet of legal paper. Now, I want the legal paper because it's longer, not the short paper, and put professional on one side, make one column professional and personal on the other, and write professional and personal on the top. And then list all of your professional and personal skills in their appropriate columns. And fill every single line and with the skills or experience. And some will blend over between both sides. Some will be, you know, depending on what you're doing. If you are a chef, then you're probably naturally going to have chef over there on the personal side as well as the professional side. But if you're not a chef, then, you know, maybe empathetic. If you're empathetic, you're going to be empathetic naturally on the personal side and on the professional side. But list everything that you feel is one of your skills or one of your positive experiences that you bring to a company. Now, all of us have a skill or experience that we don't want to do again. And there might be more than one. And so go back through both columns and put an asterisk next to the skills that you enjoy doing or the experience that you enjoy having, and do that through both columns. And when you get finished with that, the next step is really important. Create a story based on your experience that demonstrates that positive skill or experience.
Now, as people are in the markets, maybe just for a new career or to make that shift themselves, why is this exercise so important for them to do?
You know, when you think about it, it really makes a lot of sense. This is a way for a person to reinforce their self-worth and improve their self-confidence, because now they're reviewing all the things that they were successful doing, and that brings those memories back that you may have lost during the earlier pieces of grieving. And the additional value of doing this exercise is that by creating these stories that demonstrate those skills and those experiences, now you're preparing for your interviews already. Now, I'm going to tell you something about your brain. Your brain enjoys doing this to you. You get all through your list, and then your brain goes 2 days later, guess what? I left a couple of them out. So your brain just does that naturally. And it's important to know that these lists are dynamic. So as you add, as your brain says, okay, there's something else I didn't want to tell you, and now I am, make sure that you add those to your list. And then put an asterisk or not, all of that experience is part of who you are.
I think all of this is so beneficial, and especially for these people who are maybe not only looking to grow professionally, but this is also going to help them grow personally. Now, you mentioned this fabulous book that you have earlier in the interview, and this is your third book that you've published. Can you tell us more about it?
You know, I really love this book. And part of the reason is that with the 40 plus years of talent attraction consulting experience mingled with those 26 plus years of professional career coaching experience, who would be better than me to write this book? I'm an expert in both areas. And most times, if you go to the library and you look at career search books, most of them have been written either by writers that have written other things or by career coaches that say they're career coaches. But my experience is unique because when I recruit, I'm working directly with the managers. And I know what the managers' feelings are. I know what they're afraid of. And I know how candidates can ask the right questions to, first of all, determine for themselves that the position is the right position. But secondly, for the managers to determine that they're the right person for it. So, you know, as the Google and Bing #1 ranked talent attraction consultant, recognize that recruiterguy.com business is the expert in that area as well as in the career search. So my book is written as a step-by-step guide to finding your next position. And remember, I did not and do not say that it's easy. It requires hard work and focus. But my salary negotiation script, don't tell anybody, will help you bring home the best part, more income, if you follow my script.
Bill, you're such a wealth of knowledge, and it's always so fun and fascinating to chat with you. And especially as someone who loves their career, it always sparks interest in my brain to just see what other options are out there. And that's one of the coolest things about what you do. Now, if people are interested in your services, what's the best way for them to get in contact with you, whether they're a business or whether they're looking for that career change themselves?
The best way to reach me is recruiterguy.com. And if you go to my homepage, you can see Speak with Bill and just click on that, and that'll take you to my calendar, and you can set up a time that we can talk. And we can do it on Zoom, and that way you can see me and I can see you and answer any questions that you may have, either talent attraction type questions or career search questions.
Bill, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with us, giving us this great information, and taking the time to chat with me. I think that you are such a fascinating individual, and I think that your career choice is absolutely perfect for who you are because you do it so well.
Thanks, Maddie. Yeah, I think it was a great career choice, and someday I'll tell you the story about what happened in my previous job previous to recruiting.
I cannot wait to hear the story. I love getting to know where people have come from to know where they are now. So thank you again for taking the time to chat with us.
Thank you. Look forward to the next time.
Make sure that if you have any career questions that you reach out to the recruiter guy, Bill Humbert, because he does such a good job at guiding you through whether you are a business looking for that help in that talent attraction, or if you're an individual looking to personally and professionally grow, well then he's got some great options for you as well. We're about to take a short break, and when we come back from the break, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
If you haven't seen Good Day Vail lately, here's what you've been missing. I'm Cece Zach, and I'm the host of Good Day Vail, and you can find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92 or on our website at tv8vail.com and on YouTube. We're here to serve the Vail Valley, and we look forward to sharing our story with all of you.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Good morning, Vail.
We want to thank you so much for tuning into your Saturday edition of Good Morning Vail. We love getting to be here each and every morning to bring you so much information about things taking place in and around our community. Now, don't forget to get out there and check out Blues, Brews, and Barbecues, but also make sure that you wear your sunscreen because it is National Sunscreen Protection Day, and since we are at that higher elevation, you just want to keep your skin nice and safe out there because there's nothing worse than a really painful sunburn because I feel like they don't go away for forever. So make sure you're layering up with your sunscreen. Now, we hope that you get up there, you enjoy some delicious food, some great music, and some great beers because there are so many different craft beers up there that you can enjoy. Then, of course, make your way to Vail for the Vail Comedy Festival as there's so many wonderful things, so many wonderful comedians, and so many different opportunities. Now, they've done some live podcast taping, and there's 31 different comedians, and there's 8 different locations, and there's 3 days full of laughter. So we hope that you get out there, you soak up all of the fun that is to be had, and you enjoy the laughs that are possible right now. We want to thank you so much for tuning in again to your Saturday edition of Good Morning Vail. We love getting to be here all week long to bring you information about what's taking place in and around our community. And we hope you go to the Villar Performing Arts Center's website at villarpac.org to buy your tickets to go support the Vail Valley Academy of Dance because they do such a beautiful job at putting on these wonderful performances. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow for your Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail, and we cannot wait to see you then.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Are you looking for exciting and nutritious recipes to cook at home? Watch Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller on TV8 Vail. Tracy brings you the best in fresh and healthy foods for the active outdoor lifestyle. Stream online at tv8vail.com or find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day off than with the Good Morning Vail crew. You asked for more and TV8 delivered. Good Morning Vail is here for you with your local news, sports, weather, and community events every morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. No matter the season, we give you a reason to watch, so grab your coffee and join the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. And remember, there's more for you on 92.
Tune into Coffee with America and start your day in the right direction, where we go over the latest and greatest in health, lifestyle, entertainment, and more. Start your day off on Coffee with America.